Pop Squad! How are you? Coming at you. I'm back again with another song. This is actually a song that was recommended once again by Ron. I must have gotten his name wrong yesterday, unless he changed it. Petronella, I think it was. Um, Put some really cool information on a couple of the videos. I obviously get them all in a thing that says, "Hey, here are new comments," and I read through everything. And thank you very much for that stuff because it was very cool. Um, I also watched the. I think it was you who mentioned the New Order video Confusion, which was their follow up to Blue Monday. Fantastic song. I can't believe it was like from 1982 or 83. I thought it was a couple of years after that. But what's cool about the video for Confusion, and you should check it out if you're at all interested, it's one of the few tracks that New Order recorded in New York City because of the producer they were working with. And the video for it, the official video for it, and there is an actual video for it, is them singing cut in with New York City scenes, including like scenes in people's apartments and stuff getting ready to go out. But they go out to the Funhouse, which is the location that the Run DMC song we listened to the other day was recorded in, and it was also obviously a huge club back in the day. So if you want to see what that place looked like, check out that video because they show you the hallway that leads into it. They show you the club inside. It actually looks really cool. Horrible clothing, horrible bad shorts, those silky shorts that running shorts I think they were probably called at the time, but they shouldn't have been called anything because they shouldn't have existed because they're stupid and ugly and terrible. Anyway, but you do get to see actual 80s fashion in there because people think 80s fashion is one thing and it's a whole bunch of different things. But whatever. If you're going to dress up, go for what the stuff that everybody thinks the 80s look like. Today, we have another song, in fact, that ends up being recommended by Ron because he didn't care for Bite 'em, which we did the other day, and he said, check out Stick 'em from the Fat Boys. Now, this is from 1984, from the Fat Boys, so pretty early in terms of their releases. So I'm really curious about what this is like. I just watched literally the first second or two of it because it's the Fat Boys, so I know I'm at least going to think it's okay. So let's just jump in here. It's just 4.5 minutes long, and I'm super curious as to what this is like.
Yo, hook my mic up, please. Make the bass come out so clear. Please. I'm asking you, KB. Ready?
Yeah, ready?
Fat Boys. Stick 'em. When fresh beats and rhymes collide, the result is a hop and the Fat Boys finds to get ready for this. We give it up, no slack.
So I want to say something about the beatbox stuff. I obviously was Dougie Fresh claims or actually is the guy who started this, but this is still really early in terms of rap and hip hop, and it's starting to get more popular and get more traction, and I actually think it's a super like brave, innovative, cool choice for these guys to come out and have that be literally the introduction to the song is I'm sorry, I don't know the guy's name, but I think he's freaking fantastic. Beatboxing and making sounds and doing weird stuff with his voice, right? Like it's unlike anything that you'll find in any other sort of music anywhere, and it's so cool. I mean, people think it's cheesy and lame and weird and whatever, and they're all morons, right? Because if you're gonna do something, I'd like commit to it, right? And these guys did that, and they they're great. I just love it. I think it's fantastic that they were brave enough to do this, and they did it throughout their entire careers because that's what they wanted to do, and they knew they could do it well. Frickin' love it.
Guess it, the fat boys are back. Prince and cool. Ever you the beatbox one time in your mind?
Oh,
Amazing to the eye, devastating to the ear. And if you've never seen him, you wonder where his beats come from. Machine or man, he's also cutting up cause he's incoming. So cut it up.
Giant records. So I want to comment on his voice because I think it's important. He's not a singer, right? He's not trying to make notes come out of his voice that he's not singing in the choir. He is projecting power, and I'm sure a lot of people probably are like, "Oh, that music's so angry." It's not angry. He's like trying to like get you excited, like, and engage with you, and it's just fantastic. He's a really, really good rapper, and he has a really good presence, and his voice is perfect for that. I think all the Fat Boys are fantastic rappers. Just great stuff. So now let's jump over to the next guy.
Kowalski, as you can see, master of the sector, the chief of the east. And when I'm on the mic, I'm making it rise. Hip hop off things, I'm qualified. Too hot to handle, too cold to hold. Bolder than bad, I'm bad in the bowl. I'm on the microphone, take complete control. With a human being box on the side of me. Guarantee the rock the rhythm, make you move your feet. I like Fat Jaw, I like Big Shaw. And when I fire my father, I never miss.
So, I swear to God, this thing that he's doing, the beatboxing, this comes from spending a lot of time alone in your bedroom or your bathroom messing around, making noises. But if you don't think it's a skill, go try and do it. And and do it on the beat consistently for however long it took him to record this song, because they didn't just do it once, right? Like, they needed to go through it, record it, go back, re-record it, blah, blah, blah. And obviously if they do it live, it's just during that whole time he's got to keep this going. But he's got to make it musical, like sound like something. It's got to be interesting. It's got to be unique. It's got to be on the beat. It's just fantastic. And you can see like this sort of thing ended up moving into other areas too, because not many years after this, you get Bobby McFerrin doing the whole like what was his song? Don't Worry, Be Happy in the late 80s, where he was also like playing his body basically, and that kind of grows out of this sort of thing. Let's keep going. The human beatbox.
Top, y'all.
Nice.
Way back.
Yeah, they weren't having a good time. Great stuff. Yeah, Prince Marky D. That's who I was trying to think of, and uh, human beatbox, and they said his name, Rock Ski. I forget. Anyway, great stuff. And you know, it's kind of a shame. These guys probably wouldn't make it today because of how they look. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but obviously, even at the time, you know, they were the Fat Boys. They were, well, they weren't all that heavy, but they were all a little bit heavy, and I don't know if they would make it today. And that's kind of a shame because they absolutely had something completely unique to them. Uh, Nobody else is like the Fat Boys, and I think a lot of people look at them as a like a novelty act, and I really don't think they are. I think they're very, very good rappers. I think some of the choices they made, like working with the Beach Boys and things like that, made people think maybe they were more of a comedy, not serious act. But no, absolutely, these guys knew what they were doing and they're great at it. I always liked the Fat Boys. Always really, really liked them. I thought they were a lot of fun. And I was a fat kid growing up, so I was like, heck yeah, these guys are doing it. That means I can. Not that I wanted to be a rapper, but great stuff. Really, really cool. Thank you for recommending this because I don't think I've ever heard this before either. And like I said, I like the Fat Boys. I actually have a couple of their records from back in the 80s when I was working on the radio station in high school. And great stuff. Totally love it. Good Friday song. I like this one. Thanks very much, Ron. And Patty, I saw you left some comments as well, and I noted those. You'll probably all see that I thumbs up some things and responded to some comments. Appreciate it very much, and I will see you tomorrow. Have yourself a good weekend, Papa Squad. Checking out. Adios, my people.